I'm not sure how many times I've done this. I've done this quite a few fucking times over the years. I think. I don't even know if it's on this channel. I got so many fucking videos, I'm too lazy to fucking check. But here we go on the 17th anniversary of, damn it. Sounds fucked up like that. Sounds like we're celebrating it. But on the 17th year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, this is my story. I think the last time I did this was in 2011 on my channel that got deleted by YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube! My official channel got wiped the fuck out. 300 videos gone forever. So suck my dick, YouTube. But back to the fucking point. Now I remember there's no fucking video of this, like whatever. Anyways, so yeah, September 11th. I was in 7th or 8th grade. I did 7th grade 2 times, so. And I could see the smoke from the fucking the building we were at. I was on the, like, I think third or fourth floor science class. I know that. And we looked out and we saw the building on fucking smoke. I won't say on fire because you couldn't see the fire. I'm in New Jersey, but we could see the smoke, and the smoke was fucking big. Next thing I know, everybody starts getting called out of class. The teachers, the fucking cocksucking teachers, they don't even know we have family who works in that building or anything. They did not give a flying fuck. They didn't want to tell us what was going on. They were like, oh, we don't know. I'm like, yo, the fucking building's on fire. You don't know what's going on? There's a TV right there. Turn it on so we can fucking figure out what's going on. They didn't want to. Everybody started getting called out of class. I eventually got called out. Then I got told. And the crazy thing about it, at that time, my nephew was on an airplane that day coming back from Puerto Rico. And of course, at that time, we had no fucking news of what was going on. We had no idea of where these planes were coming from or what was, nobody knew. It was just crazy on that day. I do remember he was on an airplane coming back from Puerto Rico. And of course, he got delayed like a motherfucker because the fucking world was on fire at that point. So anyways, that happened. And I remember this clearly too. After we left there, we picked up my other brother. Then I went to the CD warehouse in my town. This is how fucking long ago this was. But CDs, there was actually a CD warehouse in my town, and I went to go buy Jay-Z's Blueprint album. I just had to, because, it came out. I think I was like one of the first few people to hear the Takeover. Bro, this is Nas and Mobb Deep. Because I had my CD player on me, so I was just listening to it. Then we went to a fucking diner to go eat. We saw it on TV, the whole shit unfolding. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, yeah, Hot 97 was talking about it. I remember Angie Martinez talking about it on there. I sincerely, at that time, did not give a flying fuck. Because I was a 7th, 8th grader. Come on, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It ain't affect me at all. Like, I ain't really give a fuck who did it, why did it. I just didn't care. I mean, I didn't even, at that time, I can't even remember thinking it was fucked up. I just had no effect, like, nothing. Anyways, after that, yeah, everything's kind of a blur after that. It was such a, like, me listening to Jay-Z's Blueprint album was more of a thing that day. Because I was listening to it all day, like, back and forth and shit. Well, when I got home after we ate, there's one thing at the diner that kind of just, we saw people live jumping from the fucking buildings. I do remember that. And everybody thinking out loud, or saying out loud, that there was bombs in the fucking building. Everybody was saying that. They were, oh, we heard the bombs go off. I personally didn't hear them go off on the TV until much later in the day. But at that point in time, I didn't hear it. When later that day, when they were rerunning, because it's weird, like, it's weird. If anybody had a tape recorder of that day and recorded it straight through, they were even saying on the news, like, we have reports of multiple bombs going off after the planes hit. This was on the fucking news. I remember that later in the day. I kept watching the news because it was on and whatever. And I remember just, it didn't even, nothing. It wasn't even a thing to me because I was like, obviously, there had to be bombs in that building. Because there's no way a fucking plane crashing into the building is going to make a fucking building pancake on itself that fucking rapid. I already knew that. So I was like, well, I mean, they got bombs into the buildings. It's not that big of a fucking, like, discovery. They had to have. There's no way, like... But as we all know, as the years pass by, as, history gets erased. Because, we're talking about 2001. It wasn't the year of YouTube, the year of fucking... of internet really that much. It was, that day. They were talking about it. There was mad fucking reports. All I heard was the theories of bombs in the buildings. People were hearing the bombs go off. They had videos of the bombs going, like you hear the boom, boom, boom on TV. And guess what the fuck happened later on? All that shit got erased. It took about 5 or fucking 10 years for people to even give a fuck. And you know, with the loose change and all that shit, then they finally brought it back up again. But after that, man, they control the media. All that shit probably got wiped out the archives. Like, cut that shit the fuck out. True shit. I do remember that. And like I said, at the time, I didn't think of nothing of it. I just thought it was like, obviously, it was like one of the obvious moments when you hear something like, well, duh, motherfucker. How is you gonna bring down fucking buildings of that size? It's not gonna be a fucking airplane. Two at that. And I'll also remember the next day we went to school, and I knew mad people who were affected by that shit. I know what one of my friends, I'm not gonna say his name, but his mother worked in the buildings, and you know, she died. Well, she was missing for a long time, a super long time, and then you know, they just like most of the people out there, fucking, she was, you know, considered dead. You know, they didn't find a lot of bodies, for people who don't know. When those fucking buildings, they collapsed to dust, you could just imagine what happened to fucking body parts when that fucking building collapsed. People, like, shit collapsed to dust. Like, you could just imagine what the fuck happened. What else happened? But yeah, that's my 9/11 story. Being older, I wish I would have went through it at this age, because I would give a fuck more. Because I know how crazy this fucking world is, and I would have definitely paid more attention to it. But as far as what was going on at the time, yeah, I was a fucking kid. Who knows? But, oh yeah, and in closing, 9/11 was 100 billion% an inside job. You have to be a fucking idiot to actually believe that fucking 2 airplanes are gonna take down 2 fucking 100-story buildings like that and fucking make them collapse into dust. If you believe that, motherfucker, I got a fucking unicorn I could sell you, nigga, and I accept PayPal. And, you know, since you believe that shit, you can send me the fucking payment first, nigga. $1 million. Peace.